Hi friends, welcome back to another video. In this video we created two thinkers using artificial intelligence, Sigmund Freud and Carl Jung. These two figures were placed in a debate in a conversation with each other. Four different AIs were then asked to evaluate the arguments of both sides. At the end of each segment, the AIs scored the responses from 0 to 100 based on 5 criteria. 1. Relevance to question. 2. Days of response. 3. Clarity and fluency. 4. Comprehensiveness. 5. Creativity. The debate now begins. Sexual desire, a bodily instinct or a message from the unconscious. Is body merely a tool for pleasure or a gateway to meaning and psychological growth?
Carl, let me be clear. The body is not just a vessel. It's the stage where desire unfolds in its rawest form. We are not dealing with abstract emotions, but with real, physical zones of pleasure. Erogenous zones, the skin, the senses. Touch, arousal, repression. These are the raw materials of the unconscious. When a patient speaks of anxiety, compulsions, or depression, we must ask, what fantasy lies behind this symptom? Often, it's a repressed sexual desire, pushed out of consciousness by fear or guilt. If we ignore the body, we ignore the symptom's source.
That's a fair point, Sigmund, but I see desire differently. To me, desire is not merely physical, it's symbolic. It is psychic energy, or libido, that emerges from the unconscious not just as lust, but as longing. Longing for union, for creation, for transcendence. It may surface in a sensual dream or an erotic nightmare, but its roots stretch deeper. This energy speaks in images and symbols, not just bodily sensations. We must interpret its message, not just measure its symptoms.
But symbols won't help if a person is ashamed of their flesh. If someone fears their sexual body, if they cannot accept their fantasies, they fragment inside. The psyche cracks under the pressure of denial. Before desire can be transformed into poetry or spirit, it must first be recognized in its biological reality. If we skip the body, we risk building castles in the sky, untethered from the ground of lived experience.
Recognition is only the beginning, Sigmund. Once desire is faced honestly, we have a deeper task to help the person find where that energy wants to go. Not all desire needs to be acted out physically. Some can become music, insight, compassion. The goal is not suppression or indulgence, but integration. The body is not the prison of the soul, but it is not the full expression either. It is the threshold.
And yet, look around us. Social media, cosmetic enhancement, constant sexual imagery. The modern world floods us with desire, but paradoxically, we become more disconnected from our actual bodies. The abundance is not liberation, it is overstimulation. Many don't feel desire anymore, they consume its image. And so, anxiety increases, intimacy declines.
Yes, and I would say this obsession with displaying the body is a cry, not for sex, but for significance. When a person turns their body into an object of constant exhibition, perhaps their soul is trying to be seen. In dreams, the naked body often appears not as temptation, but as a symbol of forgotten wholeness. Beneath the instincts lies a question. Who am I really when no one is watching?
We saw that Jung won the debate in this round by a margin of a few points. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe my channel for more content like this.